our Foley room here at Studio Unknown, and right now it's in kind of its like typical resting state, which is kind of post a lot of different films that we've done recently for Foley. So it's kind of an organized chaos or an organized mess. So you can see we have everything from walking surfaces down here, and then kind of spread throughout the room are various props. So I try to collect whatever I can that kind of makes sound and is interesting. Broken cellos that kind of have a nice kind of resonant body to them. Somebody picking up a stick, and I might, literally have a stick that I, make sounds with as I'm picking them up. The process of Foleying starts kind of early on when we look at a film and we decide what needs to be Foleyed. And typically what we decide on for most films is things that need to be a little bit more performance-based. So often we'll insist on Foleying all of the footsteps. And so a cueing process for that would be we look at a scene, we figure out who's moving, how they're, who's moving in the scene, how they're walking, and we'll kind of mark that out. We then look at all of our cues and determine kind of what props we need, what surfaces we need, and then on shooting day I'll come into the room and start prepping whatever it is we're going to be rolling with first, while a recordist will be rolling the session for me. So my recordist is really acting as the ears for the film in a lot of ways. I'm focusing on my performance, I'm focusing on gathering the right props and making sure that it sounds like I want it to from my ears. But more importantly, the recordist or the Foley mixer is listening to how the microphones are picking it up and how that's coming through the speakers. Obviously, to cover a wide variety of films, we need to have like a lot of shoes and think about all the different characters and what they could be wearing. We need to be able to have high heels and boots, and we've got some really kind of weird like all rubber kind of, I think they're called Mickey Mouse style shoes that are very kind of thick and heavy. It's kind of one half of the performance is, you pick the shoes and then you have to kind of do the performance like the character is kind of asking for. So if it's somebody with a light frame, I have to take a little bit of a lighter footstep. If it is somebody that's very, very heavy or they're kind of scuffing a lot, I have to be paying attention more towards the character than the shoe necessarily. But then the shoe can also have a big effect on kind of narrative. So if we never see their feet, we might assume something based on whatever else they're wearing, but maybe a heavier shoe might say something about their personality or their character. So a lot of thought and time goes into picking the right props for it, and then kind of getting the performance done properly.